Hi, I'm Jane Austin. This is our third trimester. This is active toning of the pelvic floor. So this is third trimester fitness, pelvic floor fitness, okay? So we're gonna work with visualization and we're gonna work with some different shapes. And remind me, you're 32 weeks? 32 weeks, awesome. Perfect timing to really start focusing in on this pelvic floor work, okay? So let's just start. I'm gonna have you face this way, so go ahead and face this way, and then let the feet be about hip distance apart, and then just take a moment, close the eyes, find your breath. So you find your breath here. So just take a moment and see if you can begin to feel that connection of your breath to your pelvic floor. Now take the thigh bones back just a little bit. Yeah, so you want to have that natural curve of the low back, keep the chest lifted. Good. And then let the eyes open, separate your feet a little bit more, and then slip a little bit more, slip the hands onto the thighs and stick your booty back behind you. Arms are straight, yeah. So this is where we come into our little pelvic tilts here. So this is your inhale, sit bones are wide, and then as you exhale, curl the tailbone toward the pubic bone. Yes, just like that, perfect. And then inhale, let the sit bones go wide. And exhale, do a little scoop of the tailbone. So continue just like that. And what we're doing is I've got my pelvis here, yay, here's the pelvis. What we're doing is actually inhaling, letting the sit bones go wide, and then as we exhale, curling the tailbone toward the pubic bone, so there's a slight contraction that happens deep within the pelvis and the pelvic floor muscles. So as you inhale, sit bones go wide, the fibers of the pelvic floor lengthen, and as you exhale, that tucking action actually creates a little bit of lift and engagement. Yeah, you got it? Yeah, it's a little kind of hard to wrap your brain around. So let's go ahead and roll yourself up to stand. And let's see if we can try it in a different shape, sort of visualize that a little bit. So go ahead and turn forward. Let the feet go a little bit wider. Yeah, just like that. And then turn the toes out. And again, when we're trying to figure out how the pelvic floor functions, I know for a lot of us this information is maybe it's slightly counterintuitive or you just have never heard it before. So it's okay if it's a little confusing at first, but with practice, you'll totally get this down. And these are actually, this work is much more effective for many women than kind of the traditional Kegels that we hear about, right? So from here, with the toes turned out to about a 45-degree angle, take a nice deep inhale. Good. And then take an exhale here. And then when you inhale, next time, bend the knees. Let the sit bones come. Go ahead and bend the knees. That's your inhale. Good. Now press through the feet, lift the toes up off the mat, and come up. Exhale. Good. Now we're going to do that again. Put the toes down. Inhale, come down. And then exhale, press through the feet, lift the toes, and come on up. So just like that, simple, keep going. So inhale, get the visual of your sit bones moving away from one another, coccyx moving away from the pubic bone, that's the inhale. Exhale, it's like the four bony landmarks are drawing together on the exhale. You can almost think about it as, I don't know if this helps, but like a purse string kind of pulling up all the way up through the crown of the head, woo, as you press through the feet. That's your exhale, good. And one more time, just like that, you're doing great. Press through the feet, you can lift the toes up, you get a little bit more juice with the toes lifted. One more time, take it down. That's your inhale. Press through the feet, lift the toes, and take it up. Terrific, let's go ahead and walk the toes in just a little bit. Does that make sense? Okay, good. So let's go ahead and we'll do our wave squats here. So walk the feet out again. You want plenty of room for your baby, right? We want plenty of room for the babe. So we're keeping the pelvic floor toned so that the pelvic floor can do the work that it's intended to do, which is to actually support your pelvic organs. It's one of the main purposes of the pelvic floor. That, along with the bony structure of the pelvis, is actually going to support your pelvic organs. And when you're pregnant, you got a person in one of your organs. So this is really, good point. So we'll do our wave squat. So as you keep the toes pointed forward, take the arms up overhead, reach the arms all the way up, and then exhale, take it down, stick your booty back behind you. Beautiful, that's perfect. Press through the feet, come up. Yes. Wave squats, the new Kegel. Press through the feet, just like that. Keep going, you're doing great. This is awesome. This is pelvic floor toning in action. And one more time, take it down, press through the feet. Now we're gonna take it all the way down to the floor. So go ahead and come all the way down, bring your hands down to the floor and transition. I know it's a little awkward to make that transition. Go ahead and put your knees on that and drop your forearms down to the floor. So we're gonna come into our polar bear pose. So yeah, just bring the forearms down the floor. Walk the elbows out just a little bit so you got some space. Press the shins into the floor and then just kind of release the head a little bit. Try not to think so much. I know the neocortex is trying to figure it out. So we'll come into our pelvic tilts here. So as you inhale, so you're doing great here. As you inhale, stick your booty out a little bit more. That's it. That's gorgeous. And then from here, as you exhale, draw the tailbone toward the pubic bone. It's a little tuck. Yes. So follow the rhythm of your breath. See if you can let the movement be a little bit more fluid. Perfect, just like that. Inhale, sit bones go wide. Exhale, tailbone comes toward the pubic bone, a little scoop. You're probably gonna feel a little bit of engagement as you exhale right above the pubic bone. And really doing this every day is gonna really help you keep those pelvic floor muscles toned. Remember, a toned muscle is strong, right? It's strong and it's flexible. So we don't want the pelvic floor muscles to be tight. A tight muscle does not function well. So something as simple as these little pelvic tilts can actually encourage blood flow into the tissue. And when you're ready, take the knees wide, big toes together, and then just press it on back. So bring the big toes together, let the knees go wide, plenty of room for your babe. Yes. And then just take a little breather here. Let the muscles completely soften and release. So again, I recommend that you do, all of these exercises or just maybe one or two of them every single day until that baby is born, and after, how about for the rest of your life? Let's do it that way. Great, thank you. If you're interested in any more of the videos on second trimester or third trimester remedies, stay tuned.